5 of the most prominent things, or should I say the most important things that I feel need to be talked about from this last weekend. One after the other, the rules remain the same as at the talk. You're not allowed to chip in on a topic relating to your team, and as well as at the talk, if you want to talk about any of the topic, just raise your hand or signify, say, okay, you want to talk on this one. And then finally, nobody's allowed to talk for one topic back to back, on 2 topics back to back. So let's get straight into it. Number 1. I am a very, very, how I go put on? I am a very, very loud supporter of the notion that the praise needs to be as loud as the criticism. David Raya. I remember last season when he made a get a hot.
From here,
you understand, the heat was massive. But this season, what a player. The best goalkeeper for the Premier League so far after 5 matches. If you go into the ranking for everything we consider goalkeeper, for the goalkeepers who don't play 5 matches this season, they are top 5. Saves per game, goals prevented, high claims too. He's more careful, he's more calculated, and then long balls. Very, very much more accurate and then confident and everything. So he has really evolved his game. He's more confident now. And then this guy, they make match-changing saving. Result-changing savings. You understand?
Yeah.
The one against Aston Villa, the 2 against Aston Villa. This one, Man City, he made like 9 saves, which is the highest number of saves any goalkeeper has made in a single match this season. And those saves no be just pa. These are shots where they come through bodies. These are hot point blank shots and things where they come very, very fast. He's getting down low as quick as possible. He's making very, very clinical result-changing saves. Tottenham, it was the same thing. And then he has a penalty save again this season. So, I mean, he not really step up in game. And then this is a player that, or a goalkeeper that you can now be proud of as an Arsenal fan. If season end now, then give this guy a golden glove. Everybody, without a shadow of a doubt, go to praise him. But also have something to say. So far, after the first 5 games of this season, I feel nobody can really argue. If they give Phil Foden the best player after these 5 games, nobody will really argue. Are they like?
The lie don't get part 2.
Oh yeah, now watch out now.
So
now, are they mad, Abi?
Very mad.
If not Foden, you know that.
Are they mad, Abi?
You know that.
So now, tell me how mad a person gas day to they use Raya performance this season. They talk say he deserved the award last season. Because after every match, now so they go come say he has proved now that he deserved it last season.
So imagine
you get 16 clean sheets with Arsenal, the best defense for the league. Jordan Pickford, they get 14. With who and who for in defense? With which he had a better save percentage, save per game and everything than you. Emi Martinez oust you in terms of goals prevented and I think high claims and long balls and every other thing. Goalkeepers, they were dust you last season. You get the people who go even bring the argument, say because of the number of shots where they expose Onana to. You understand? He deserve to even stay there. You get so, do not, if you are not mad or if your brain, no need fumigation, no con they use this season performance, they give merit to a last season award. Else, Mokukuku give Phil Foden the player of the season so far after 5 games. Since last season and this season, no difference.
Exactly.
As he dey hot. All right.
I think this Raya progression now, I know this surprise. But now when you just make this confession, now we be say every football fan now suppose make this same confession. Let's also not argue the fact based on what we are saying last season. Because what people are talking about is clean sheet. We are also making a case for Arsenal defense.
Exactly. But they refuse to see that part.
Now,
and then the only argument was, why be saying Arsenal turn and I won't get this sense? Why is it that it's David Raya's turn? This is hate. This is bias. Leave Arsenal alone. Everybody always against Arsenal. Nobody brought any stat or fact to say this is why he deserved it apart from clean sheet. You understand?
When David De Gea win Golden Glove, none of us talk about that.
Yeah.
Now,
we are there here.
Arsenal turn now.
We are there here.
Exactly. You don't see him.
Now, people they forget say football now teamwork.
Exactly.
Sometimes it take a player to make the other player look good. Now what would they talk every day say? If Erling Haaland find himself in a team like Chelsea, he will struggle because he won't be getting the supply he's getting from City. Now, if you check David Raya composure this season, even that him playing from the back now don't improve
So much
last
better.
season, everybody knows say if Raya whole boy you go chase him, Ingo Jones.
He did it against Tottenham.
I get Man City.
Immediately I do that talk, he did it against Man City. He did it against Lens in the Champions League, where they used Tiaram. So many occasions where in the shake. But now, Balenciaga.
So now, if you look at the Arsenal backline now, you go see say, even if Arsenal sack Arteta today, every Arsenal fan go say, thank you for giving us a powerful backline. If not any other thing. I mean, 4-man backline that can give you 10, 15 games. And that's in the help Raya.
Yeah.
And you go know say with what Raya they do, now couple with what the defense they do. The only thing where this Arsenal team they like, what they talk every day, now out and out number 9 where they born to score goal.
Exactly.
If Arsenal team gets somebody like Victor Osimhen, I go there and as much as I won't be happy them doing it, I would be here and I would say Arsenal can win the league. So what Raya they do, nobody should be surprised because he is being consistent because the Arsenal team of last season have just continued from where they stopped. And that is one thing you need from a team, consistency. When there is consistency, it affects every department. The only crack now not the guard when no day. And Arteta himself failing to reinforce him bench. Instead allowing young players who can step up for you to go, like which I think might fall back at the end of the day to hurt Arsenal. Because if you look at now, then yesterday, who are we calling on? We were calling on Raheem Sterling to step up. So there is no man who you can just send up front to make a City defender keep one of their eyes at the back. But if Naraya, best.
Massive improvement.
Best. So long as Premier League is concerned, now, there is no goalkeeper close to David Raya.
At all. Gap day. All right. You're not allowed. Hello.
Oh, sorry. I want just something. But no, I'll continue.
Number 2.
Low.
After Manchester United scored 10 goals in 2 games against Southampton and Barnsley.
Why they grow?
After Manchester United did this, and then somehow, it became madness saying that a team can have a 3-0 win and a bad performance, you understand? It can't be like say person they mad. So the backlash and the comments, the way I see after those 2 wins and saying they go away to Crystal Palace struggle, you understand? It makes something somehow clear to me. And now I am leaning towards agreeing and concluding that Manchester United fans this season at the end of the year will be okay with another finished in 8th position and maybe Carabao or FA Cup. If Arsenal and Chelsea don't win the league, they'll be very, very all right and say we had a good season again.
Go now. The next topic.
So for me, I just feel.
Can you imagine this one?
For Manchester United fans, the result first. Because last season, then they find good performance. Now you played against Crystal Palace. You had a good performance and there was no result. Now.
But there was a result, I'm sorry.
They talk straight now.
0-0.
Now result at one point.
See this one.
For Man U fans, they don't see that 1 point has a good result.
True.
You know, so I just feel for Man U this season, I think they have played good football for the past 2 games. But the most vital thing at the end of football is your result. So for me as a fan, if I play well, I know win. It's more painful than when you know play well win. Because at the end of the day, na result. But Man U fans last season, when they win, then when they complain, say, which kind ugly football be this? So which one way you want? Now the coach now don't they give you good football results? No, they come. So who do you fall back to? I will blame the players for the Crystal Palace game. But for Man U fans, if any Man U fan they okay with 8th position again this season because of Arsenal not win the league or they not win anything, Chelsea not win anything.
8th position, one of those cock and bull trophies.
Then I feel they will not be okay because even last season, now one hand then you collect that thing. See, you get how then you collect them.
You say?
See, you get how I go tell you say.
Hold on.
No, we need to talk the performance. We need to talk the fan reception.
You get how they see.
You tell us they don't finish 8th.
They accept that in the last. They accept that in the last day because of Chelsea.
Now we tell you, he's still up again.
Then put Arsenal down.
But for me, I feel say Man U fans no go happy the way they do this season.
Okay.
I swear.
All right. No wala. Number 3. I'll be asked this question after the first 3 weeks of the Premier League. Just after those first 3 games, say Maresca they touch everywhere. He never touched that centre back pairing for Chelsea. Is it time? They say no. After the 4th match, he still no touch him. This 5th game now, in touch him. There was a clear difference. And Tosin Adarabioyo can never sit on the bench for man them like Fofana or Disasi to start match again. Abomination. Impossible.
Chelsea.
My God.
Brother, you're doing well. Are you in top 5? Are you in top 5? No, voila. I can talk about your match. At least some people know they 11. No one. In terms of Chelsea, you see, me I be somebody I don't sit down for this table before talk. See, if Chelsea get the kind of defense we Arsenal get, they know supposed just they talk about top 4. They supposed to talk about the league based on waiting they get for ground. Attack wise, and they talk and say apart from Liverpool, nobody come close to Chelsea. Not even Man City. Man City now just that one man Haaland something where they draw for front.
Exactly.
Chelsea, we know they talk about just 1 or 2. You see all these Doku them. Oga, those men, Guardiola, they help them. Nothing come out. But they see this Chelsea, they see the lack of Kopama, they see Nkunku, they see Pedro Neto. Now, men way they paint them and say they bench. Because the squad depth where they get going forward. If you enter match, if you don't play well, that's your business. Because the next place you go find is now bench. And I want you I like about this their coach. He don't show to play like what did you call that guy?
Modric.
Yeah?
Modric.
Badeshi.
What be Mudrik?
Badeshi.
Oh, who are they trying to think about?
Enzo Abiu.
No, who bench? Who Sancho bench now?
Neto.
He don't show player like Neto say, okay, at this point, 2 matches I don't give you. Half and nothing come out. Sancho come from bench, he assists. Sancho come again, start this game, he assists.
Yeah.
And man, you are struggling. They don't even score goals.
How this talk?
No, I just tell you how Chelsea take the improve. They are improving so far. You know, if you tell me say this Chelsea team now never improve in terms of going forward. Yes, you may talk say maybe Kopama never they get the numbers and all, but generally the team they get the numbers. They don't rely on anybody now again. Jackson can turn up, Palmer can turn up, anybody can turn up.
Can I say something?
And I be the team. Now one thing about this team, this is about the Chelsea again now. Caicedo. That guy has been brilliant. I remember when at the end of the season, last season, all of us they talk see now. Yeah. I remember when all of us they talk about the guy now flop. That's Caicedo.
Yeah,
but now
don't improve.
Guy now one of the best DM so far.
Yeah.
I swear the guy now one of the best DM. And the same thing way you talk just now about Tosin. Tosin start that match. I be they talk and before say Tosin supposed to be replacement for Thiago Silva. Why you go they bench?
Yeah.
Who be Badeshi? Who be all these disaster and all those guys? Those guys now disaster. You they start there, you they concede. But this guy, anytime we stand for that back, like the composure, the calmness, the togetherness, the way they control that back line. And as somebody were good in terms of set pieces, so the guy good everywhere. So for me, this Chelsea team, my brother, everybody need to be scared. Man, you they play Chelsea. This is you don't say they play team.
Okay.
By the way, they don't tell you last season, so all the same.
I beg, bring one code.
All the same.
So, Egwavon, NFF, I beg, Abdul Nasser, Oluwatosin, Oluwadoyin Sholami, Adarabioyo, I beg, time no day.
At all.
I no go talk again.
Now, the Mola look more call when they enter flight.
And that guy,
Number 4.
That guy will be perfect replacement for our captain.
Oyana.
Through second.
Oyana. I beg. Number 4. Now, very, very important. Mbappe play Euros. And because of that Euros, he no play any preseason match for Real Madrid. His first game for Real Madrid was the Super Cup against Atalanta. He scored for that game. And funny thing, I say even the Real Madrid, they ended up playing only 3 preseason matches. Only 3. People like Liverpool, they run like 6, 7. You understand? Chelsea, another team, run about 5. Arsenal run 5 or so and all that. So, I mean, this Madrid team did not have enough time for preparation and all that. And he entered the team on a moment where they don't already they move. Ancelotti don't try on his own, find solutions and find the best working formula. At least last week, I think Vinicius sit down for bench. Starting of the game and all that. They ended up winning the game, but first half, I think it was 0-0. You get so. With Mbappe level and with in transfer fee, expectation and everything, should we pardon him due to the context of the circumstances when he arrived. No preseason, Euros, fatigue and all that, and then into a new league. You need time to settle down and every other thing. After spending how many years? I'll be 6 years, I'll be 5 years for PSG. Should we? Are we obliged to pardon him or not? Based on who he be.
Mbappe. Now the architect of his own undoing. Anything where they happen to Mbappe.
Yeah.
I ain't cause You can't eat your cake and have it.
Exactly.
One thing the player no one make it happen to them, so much media hype around him. Because when this Mbappe to Madrid started, it was all about pressure on him at the end of the day. Because if he make that move the first time, when you're supposed to make that move, some people foresee him for Madrid without knowing when he move.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it is good when you move on a low key. Then you progress your game without any pressure on you.
Yeah.
When United bought Pogba from Juve, we saw it. At a point, Mourinho was like, forget the price tag, play football. So I can't sit here and say we should forgive him. Because Mbappe is a world-class footballer.
Yeah.
Everybody know where Mbappe is.
Yeah.
If we come out Ronaldo and Messi now, we should be looking at the Haaland, the Mbappes, and the Vinicius, them, the Bellingham. So if Mbappe come to Madrid with the team set up, he's not coming to Manchester United or a struggling Chelsea. He is coming to the defending champion of Champions League and La Liga, with every frontline attacker that wins that trophy on ground. And it's assumed that he is even better than everybody in that front line. If some people will say he's better than Vinicius. You get? So if he comes into that team, all of them are the same age bracket, having almost the same performance rate. I expect him to fire. Preseason or not preseason. Sometimes when you buy a player, maybe because of injury also, you might buy him and throw him in immediately. Exactly. Without wasting any time. So whatsoever that is happening to him is due to the pressure. I see him playing under pressure. The only luck he's getting is the man that is managing him. Because if he plays under all these average Eric Ten Hag, Maresca, them, it will be a problem. But this man now is managing him. And I also want to tell Madrid, putting Vinicius on the bench will never be a solution to Madrid problem. Ancelotti should find a way to feature these two guys the same time. The earlier he does it, the better.
So nothing concern us, nothing like no whatever.
Mbappe must deliver. See, Mbappe must take Madrid to another Champions League final and win it.
Sharp. All right, number 5, and finally, now I could just say this one. Last week it was trending everywhere. Players talk say match done too much, you understand? They talk say this one, that one, and now one of the key leaders of that protest, Rodri Oluwachuku
Tosin
Rodriguez Ibrahimi Belema. Now, sadly, it's nothing to be laughed about, but sadly, he don't go ACL injury now, you understand? It was just, you get the way this ACL they happen now. It doesn't happen by impact. Just 1 or 2 your knee feet twist and ACL is torn and ACL is gone. So him now go miss the rest of the season. Now, he's going to be resting, you understand? So, I don't know, you get the way this universe there and you get the way this world there now, you understand? Now, he's going to be out for a long time. He's going to have a lot of rest and rehabilitation. So now, this one just happening in between this thing now will be the talk about players talking about too many games and all that. I feel say players also need to understand, say them being fit enough to be selected for those 79 matches is a blessing.
Yeah.
Because if you're fit, it means you're walking your children to wherever they want to go after the match.
Yeah.
You're walking home normally. Maybe you feel limp based on 1 or 2 sliding, but you also have the gift of fitness and health to be able to move freely and move normally.
And be responsible to your responsibility.
And follow up, you understand? So, to me now, this Rodri injury should just serve not as a lesson, but as an inspiration on perspective to these players where they raise this whole agenda, say, you being fit, good enough, and also in a team that's going to, because not be every team go play those number of matches. You being fit, good enough, first of all, for the coach to consider you to play these matches, and then being at a club that is good enough to also play these kind of matches, competing for these big trophies, it is a blessing. Now, Rodrigo, they carry crutches, they go how many places? You understand? Anytime one come on and a crutches, they go to do rehabilitation on it, only go grow bia and all those things. So it is a sad one, but then I hope this also as a silver lining make footballers then learn, say then also they blessed. Outside the money and everything, to they fit and healthy is a gift from God. Thank you very much. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching. Right here, another one of our videos where you're supposed to like, and all our social media links. I beg, follow us on every platform because we get content for everybody.